she's big, she's beautiful, she's Carnival Mardi Gras. From embarkation to disembarkation, I spill the tea on what's hot and what's not. I'll be awarding up to 5 funnels in different categories, from food, service, entertainment, cabins, and the overall aesthetic of the ship. At the end, I'll give an overall score of up to 10 funnels. Embarkation at Port Canaveral. Really smooth, really efficient. COVID protocols were still in place at the time that I sailed, and I will say that all rules went out the window. Whether you were a priority embarkation or standard embarkation, whether you arrived during your arrival window, if you turned up early or late, we all went into the same line. The line itself wasn't bad. 10 minutes, done. Check-in, health check, security, board. Such a breeze. Like most cruise lines, Carnival's participating in e-muster. I highly recommend you go straight to your muster station as soon as you board. It'll make things much easier. It's a short demonstration of how to put on that life vest. There's a video you can watch on your app or in the cabin on the TV. And about 30 minutes before sailing, the cruise director will go through the emergency procedures. I had a balcony stateroom on deck 15 right underneath the Lido. I was initially concerned about noise. I had nothing to worry about at all. The rooms on Carnival Mardi Gras are narrow, decorated nicely. They are fairly spacious, just not really where it matters. I found it a bit difficult trying to squeeze between the bed. But the bathrooms, let's talk about them. The bathrooms on Carnival Mardi Gras are really small. Finally, we did get rid of the shower curtain. Big difference. Small bathroom. You can literally stand on one spot and you've got the toilet, the sink and the shower right there. There's no room to move. Do you need a lot of room to move? I like a bit of room for drying myself after I get out of the shower. Other than that, you don't need a huge amount of room. I will say though, I would have preferred a bigger cabin. I give the cabin 3 funnels. Food is where Carnival Mardi Gras excels. If you're on the My Time dining, you are not just limited to the dining room. You've got the choice of eating at Chibang, which is Asian and Mexican. This is not Asian and Mexican fusion. There's a separate Asian menu and a separate Mexican menu. You can mix and match. Or you can eat at Cucina del Capitano. That's Carnival's Italian offering. Both of those are complimentary for your time dining. If you're on assigned dining, you can eat at one of those restaurants. You have to eat a bit later in the evening and you do need to go see a host and you'll be waitlisted. The food in both of those was phenomenal. Let's start with Chibang. We ordered way too much food. Not only did we order too much food, but our server kept bringing us more. By the end of it, we were stuffed full. And I have to say, absolutely everything that we tried was delicious. We did also go to Chibang for lunch one day. The lunchtime offering is different. You basically have the choice of a noodle bowl menu or a burrito bowl menu. You pick your protein, your vegetables, your sauce. You basically build your own bowl. It's really delicious. But if you try it for lunch, don't think that that's the same experience that you'll get for dinner. The food at dinner is miles above that. As for the Italian restaurant, the food is really delicious. It's like any upmarket Italian restaurant you'd find on land. If you do enjoy an Italian night, I highly recommend it, especially when it's complimentary. As for the main dining room offered the standard selections that you'll see on most Carnival ships. Again, we were on My Time dining, so we were assigned a different table every night. We were told by all of our servers that we could request them specifically, or even the same table the next night. We did happen to have the same server a couple of times. I actually prefer that model of dining to the assigned dining. Being able to go at my own leisure is a much better experience than feeling rushed and having to all be there at the same time. Also available on Carnival are the bonsai offerings, bonsai sushi and bonsai teppanyaki. I did not try either of those this time. I have had the sushi on another ship and it is delicious. Teppanyaki, I enjoy teppanyaki, usually just for big celebrations. We didn't have a big celebration this time, so we did not try the teppanyaki. I've heard very good things about it though. Carnival Kitchen is a slightly newer feature available on some Carnival ships, including Mardi Gras. Here you can do a full-on cooking culinary experience where you can learn to cook anything really from sushi to cupcakes. Another element of the Carnival kitchen is the chef's table. You will be given a very elegant menu. It's pricey, but I think from the looks of the menu, it's definitely worth it. I did not try it. It is something I would like to do at a future opportunity. Lido Marketplace, of course, is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, offering your same standard options that you would typically find at sea. A couple of great features on most Carnival ships today will be the Guy's burgers. I am a particularly huge fan of the Guy's fries. This coming from a person that's not really a fries person. I gotta say, I was really disappointed on Mardi Gras. It was not the same recipe. So the Guy's fries, that's a no from me. And a newer addition that's starting to make its presence on a couple of ships is Shaq's Big Chicken. Shaq's Big Chicken was phenomenal. The chicken sandwiches, the chicken tenders, delightful. There are several other options available, from the street eats to the Java Blue Cafe. There are so many snack options, sandwiches, gelato, soft serve, omelette stations, pizzeria, paninis. You can't move around the ship without some different kind of food being there. You could eat something different every single day you are on that cruise ship and probably still not have a chance to experience everything on board. The food for me is a solid 5 funnels. Entertainment. Entertainment on cruise ships can be hit or miss. The entertainment on Carnival Mardi Gras, they've really stepped it up. I think the most exciting part about the entertainment is, as well as your standard theatre offering, Carnival have a stage in the atrium, center stage. It's used for a whole variety of events, from bingo, the cruise director recording his morning show, the Mardi Gras celebration, and several shows including aerobatics and acrobatics, fantastic music and bands. The entertainment just in that venue alone was phenomenal. I actually didn't make it to see one theatre show. That is a first for me. I always like to go and check out the theatre shows. I didn't even need to. As well as the new centre stage and the theatre shows, your standard Carnival entertainment is on board as well, including the Punchliner Comedy Club. Actually, the Punchliner Comedy Club is a little too small for the amount of people on board. People were complaining it was difficult to get in there. I don't know if this is something they've changed because of the feedback or if it's always been this way, but I did notice that some of the late night shows had moved into the theatre, which obviously is a much larger capacity. And it's a really good move from Carnival. As well as watching the shows, of course, Carnival always give opportunities for you to be part of a show with things like 80s parties and other kind of Lido deck parties. It was Halloween when we were there, so there was a lot going on the Lido deck, I'll tell you. I give the entertainment on Carnival Mardi Gras 5 funnels. Service on cruise ships is usually excellent, but not always. Carnival Mardi Gras, I found the service to be fantastic. Everybody gives you a smile, a wave. People remember your name, your drink order, your food likings. The stateroom attendants I always find to be wonderfully perfect. This is the first time I've really had a chance to meet the assistant stateroom attendant, and she was just delightful as well. We did not have to attend guest services at any time, and we did not have any interactions with the shore excursion team either. But certainly everybody else that we came into contact with was truly phenomenal and delivered excellent service. It's another solid 5 from me. Let's talk about the overall ship aesthetic then. This is Carnival's largest ship to date, and they're trying to change things up a little bit. They've not copied what other cruise lines have done. With that came a few problems, I would say. The elevators, I would say, be the biggest problem. There are plenty of them, don't get me wrong, but each individual elevator is just too narrow. Realistically, you could fit 6 at a push about 8 people in each elevator. And when you think that there's close to 6,000 people on board, it takes a long time. You're getting one elevator at a time. You gotta wait for that elevator to go before you hit the call button again. You sometimes can be waiting 3 or 4 elevators before you can even get into one. I would say anyone that's using some kind of mobility scooter or wheelchair users will have a problem on this ship as well. I experienced it firsthand. Nobody would let wheelchair users or people on scooters into the elevators, mostly because we've all been waiting for so long to get into one. People start to get a little bit selfish and push ahead. It's a real problem. As I mentioned, the cabin size as well. For such a big ship, I expected there to be a lot more space. One of the biggest features is, of course, that they have the first Coaster, it's C. Bolt is truly phenomenal. A little expensive for what you get, $15 per person. Each car holds 2 people. $15 per car would be a more appropriate price point, whether there's 1 person or 2 people on that car. That being said, you do get 2 laps. They're quite quick laps. Takes you about 30 to 40 seconds to do a full lap. So your overall ride experience is between 60 to 90 seconds. However, it's truly phenomenal. It's exhilarating and really great fun. What's so unique and special about this is you actually get to control your own speed with the throttle and also a booster button as well. The sports deck on Carnival Mardi Gras is plentiful. There is so much to do, from the mini golf course to the basketball, which are fairly staple offerings on most ships. There's plenty of room. I've seen on some ships where the golf course is literally in the middle of a pathway or a walkway. On Carnival Mardi Gras, they have the room to tuck it away at the back. Splash Zone for the kids is real fun, and I must say, plenty of pools aboard Carnival Mardi Gras. I didn't even get a chance to check out half the pools that they had. That's quite unusual. The spa on Carnival Mardi Gras is really massive. The biggest spa I've seen. I did not take a spa tour on this occasion, I just self-toured on embarkation day, and I have to say, I got lost. There is so much space and so many treatment rooms. It's easy to get lost in that spa. I would say that Carnival really stepped up the aesthetics on this ship. The brass magnolia and the fortune teller bar in the French Quarter really have this very elevated, elegant experience. I would say the overall aesthetic of the Carnival Mardi Gras is so amazing, it deserves 5 funnels. I think just the elevators and the room sizes really do eat into that a little too finely for me, and for that I need to drop it to 4 funnels. Nobody likes their vacation to end, but ultimately they all have to. Disembarkation day. Disembarkation day, I have to say, was really simple, efficient, and as stress-free as disembarkations can be. When we decided it was time to leave, we took our own luggage off. My one concern was about the elevators. I think we were high enough up on deck 15 that it wasn't really too much of an issue for us. It might be for others. It was a slow walk out because there were a lot of people. It was a large line, but the line moved constantly. It didn't take us any more than about 10 minutes to get off the ship. Once we were off the ship, again, it was a slow moving line right through to passport control. And then once we were there, we were out. It was a super simple process, really efficient. I gotta say, I would travel Carnival Mardi Gras again in a heartbeat. I really love this ship. It's just got this beautiful space around it, some beautiful features. The French Quarter is just such an amazing place to sit and immerse yourself into. The entertainment on board was just second to none. There were live bands or live artists performing at almost every venue in the ship. I felt like I didn't even get to see all of the ship. It was just so big. Carnival Mardi Gras gets a really solid 9 out of 10 funnels from me. Have you been on Carnival Mardi Gras? What did you like? What did you not like? Have you not been on Carnival Mardi Gras? Is there something else you'd like to know? Let me know in the comments below.